Hello everyone, this is James from 3D Printing Reviews again, and today we're going to be looking at part 2 of the new 3D printed project that I'm doing. In this part we're going to have a look at the main body of the PPG pistol from Babylon 5. So yeah, let's get on. Let's have just quickly go over to the Thingiverse page, and you can see here that this is the main body that we're going to be printing today. So I just wanted to show you that. Let's have a look at the actual model, like that. This is not a feature I use very often, but if we can look on Thingy View and actually have a look at the 3D model right here in the browser. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so this is the part we're going to be printing today. So let's head over to Simplify 3D, where I've imported the model. And actually, obviously I've already printed this part, and we'll have a time-lapse a bit later in the video. But I just wanted to show you the settings that I used to slice the model, and I actually made a little bit of an error, which didn't have an adverse effect on the print, and actually was an interesting sort of error, but an interesting discovery. I have already printed I've printed a version of the grip already for the gun, which I'm going to be printing again because I wasn't happy with how the base of the grip printed, because it's quite a steep curve. The support material didn't really do a very good job on the bottom, so I'd upped the support infill percentage to 75% and re-sliced that model. I'd forgotten that I'd changed that setting and left it, and then prepared and also then sliced this model. So as you can see, if we scroll down here, this support material is really dense, and that, while it was, so it added a little bit to the print time, which is not that huge. It was a little bit harder to remove, but it was quite a solid support material. But what I actually did with this model was to do custom supports, because as you can see here, there's quite a lot of supports underneath, but these really don't need to be there. So we can remove all of these, because this actual part is curved. Yeah, so we can remove all of these. These don't need to be on there at all. And once I remove them, you can see what I mean about there we go. So that's nice and domed, so it doesn't actually need any support material. I think I pretty much left everything else. Yeah, so we can slice that up and have a look what that looks like. So yeah, that's how the model sliced. Let's just have a look at the. Now I think I changed the infill ever so slightly as well. I think probably down to 20% is what I had it on. I've got it on 0.3mm layer height. Now that's obviously the faster, more coarse setting. I personally don't mind the look of layers, and as this is really only just not going to be used for an actual prop in any other sense that it's just going to be around, it's going to be on the table or whatever, it doesn't really need to be super fine quality, so 0.3 is fine. So if we re-slice that, we can have a look. So yeah, as you can see, it's just opened that up a bit. Yeah, so I think that was it for the slicing part. So let's send that over to the printer, and I'll run a time lapse of that being printed. Okay, so let's have a look at the actual finished 3D printed body. As you can see, it's come out quite nicely. You can see that shimmer that the silver extrude.ltd PLA gives. I think that looks really cool. And if we look at this side, let me just get the camera to focus in that space. So that was the domed part that I took the support material out from, and you can see it printed absolutely fine. That line that you can see there is actually where Simplify or the printer makes retractions. So in Simplify 3D you can specify where they are on the model, and there I've positioned them so they basically are on a seam, so you can't actually see them anywhere on the exterior of the print. There we go. So look, I think that looks really cool. I mean, obviously on the camera you're not going to see that clearly, but you can't. I mean, yes, you can see the layer lines, but it doesn't actually look that bad, I don't think. But that's just my personal opinion. So yeah, that's the finished body part of the PPG. Looks really good. So the next parts to be printed for this will be there's basically two sort of barrels, I suppose, come out of here and here, and then on the back you have like the energy cell which goes in there. So that will finish the body part of it. Then there's the grip to go on, and then the trigger. So like I said, I've already sort of printed one version of the grip, which I can show you if I can find it here. Now the reason I'm going to be printing it again is basically because of this part on the bottom here. I wasn't happy with how that came out. I also didn't align the seam or the retractions very well. So that's basically sitting in the middle of the grip, which I don't think looks very good. So they'll be repositioned down the side here. So yeah, this is going to be reprinted. But yeah, so there's only a few more parts to actually print. But it's looking really good so far. So that'll be it for today's video. A slightly shorter episode than last time, or the last video. Yeah, so please like, comment and subscribe, and until next time, keep on printing.